Hey, how's it going? Hang out with me while I get ready um, to kind of start my day, or I say start my day again, because I had a client earlier and I wear masks when I do clients, so I don't always do my full face. But today I'm gonna give a little review. Today I started with the Milk Hydro Grip Gel Tint. Okay, it looked to be and I got this as a free sample, and a gorgeous free sample with like three other colors. So the color match was good. The thing is, and there's a lot on here. I mean, this is like several uses from, and it's highly concentrated. But I'll tell you one thing, color match was good, but the consistency of this is, I thought it would be, when they said grip gel tint, I thought it would be like a real gripping type of, like a mixture of a gripping primer with a gel tinted like moisturizer. Well, it definitely was. It was more of a tinted moisturizer, and it was so incredibly shiny. If you have dry skin and you're looking for that glass skin look, this would be a great thing for you. For me, I have very oily skin, and I get greasy enough throughout the course of a day. Also, I didn't have good coverage. You can almost see I have naturally a lot of redness. This is a very chaotic thing because I'm talking while I'm doing things, and I'm doing things out of order here because I had to do some things because I had the mask on, and some things I couldn't finish. So anyway, so because I'm naturally very oily, I am not. I get oily enough as it is, right? I get oily enough as it is. So because of that, and I have a lot of redness naturally, and I have a lot of things that need to be covered up. Redness from glasses because I'm older. If you have thinner skin when you get older, if you wear glasses, you get a lot of, especially if you have heavy lenses, you get red marks here as well as sometimes red marks down here. So I need coverage for that, as well as coverage of the redness of my rosacea, which happens. I mean, some people have it younger, but I mean, I've always had it my whole life, but it's become more pronounced as I've gotten older too. So this is a great thing if you've got great overall good skin and dryness, because it's very moisturizing. Me, on the other hand, my skin is very oily, so I get oily enough as, like I said, I get oily enough as it is. So I usually like things like this one. I just use the Wet n Wild foundation, which is matte. I like a matte formula. So even though I started out with this is still underneath. I'm putting a little bit, and I had to put powder on top of this earlier because I was already so greasy, and I knew I was going to wear a mask, and I know my mask was going to get greasy. So I did put a little bit of powder foundation over it, which eventually started to split up because the consistency of this was making that powder foundation split up. If you were just going to do this on its own, it would have been fine. Maybe just a little loose powder, it would have been fine if I had that type of good skin that didn't need a lot of coverage. So this works for a specific type of person. I'm going to actually keep this along with my other things, for like in my kit for when I do other client makeup and other people's other people's makeup, just for like makeovers and stuff. If I have a client that has oily skin that doesn't need a lot, no, I'm sorry. If I have a client that has dry skin that doesn't have oil issues, that doesn't need a lot of coverage, then there are those people that have amazing skin. I will save it for them. But for someone like me who has a lot of oil, who gets really oily throughout the course of a day, that's not the quite fit. I always use a matte, and then because within an hour to 2 hours, I get oily on my own. So I don't use products that have a lot that have hydration, because I don't need it. I've got enough hydration. So a lot of people ask me, what is the tip for looking younger? I'm almost 60. I'll be 60 in a couple weeks. But a lot of it is just the fact that I have naturally oily skin, and that, that I have not dried out yet, and the dryness, leads to more, I'll say wrinkles, but like fine lines, wrinkles, those kinds of things. So, all right, lips. Let's do something. Okay, this is Glimmer lipstick from my Avon website, and it's a wonderful satin color, really pretty. This is the like a mauve color. Let me look this up. Nope, I have not made a label. I started going through all my lipsticks and making labels, putting labels on them, but I hadn't gotten to that drawer yet. All right, what is the name of this shade? The name of this shade is Aster. Okay, as in Aster Place, or Aster like a celestial. But yes, it's really pretty. I look better in cool tones too. So, but yes, that was a huge issue. It with this Milk Hydrogel gel tint, grip gel tint. I did not feel grip because, like I said, it did not really grip all that well. But it definitely, is a beautiful. This is a beautiful moisturizing tinted. I would just call it tinted moisturizer. I mean, hydrating tinted moisturizer that has is great for dry skin. And the problem is there's two types. Several people who have the oil in the T-zone but dry everywhere else, and there's those people who are oily all over, and then there's people who are dry everywhere, right? And those people who are dry everywhere, they have different needs than those of us who have a lot of oil, Now, I'm actually going to color my hair this coming weekend, I think, or in the next few days. But I'm going to do a deep conditioning pack first. And I got some cool new products from the L'Oreal, one of the L'Oreal's sets, which I'm pretty excited about. And this, I just used the Mariposa palette from Lorella, which is sold here on TikTok Shop. And so, yeah, I like doing, I still love a smoky eye. And then I do the black, and then I go over it with the purple. And then I kind of just blend it out, take a lighter color, blend it out, and it gives the look of kind of a cat eye, but at the same time, my eyes do better with a smokier shadow than with that line down here. I've got hooded eyes, and I can create the look with a shadow. The other day off camera, I made an attempt to do a kind of vintage makeup, and I ended up looking like my mom. Looked just like my mom my mom always kept doing 40s, 50s kind of makeup, and we looked so much alike, especially with this hair color. It was almost scary. It was almost uncanny how much we looked like, and and it was kind of cool, but at the same time, it was kind of freaked me out. Sometimes it's like, sometimes you like looking more original than almost looking like exactly the same. But anyway, a little chaotic, a little fun. I've been doing a lot of things around the house, and today's a laundry day, and catching up. You can even hear the laundry in the background. But yeah, you can see how just with going over it with the matte foundation, I have more of a flawless look than that super shiny kind of look, So it all depends on what kind of look you're trying to go for. Let me just cut the brightness back. There we go. And you can kind of see. It all depends on the look you're trying to go for. If you're going for that kind of like natural, glowy, super I call it the outdoorsy, healthy kind of look, then those tinted moisturizers with the glow I can see why they're popular now with the clean beauty look. But if you like more like this, a high glam, more flawless finish look, then you go